Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your host, Ethan, and I'm joined, of course, with my co-host, the lovable James. James.
How's it going?
And we're back, and this is the end of the post E3. We are pretty much gathered here today to basically talk about, not a funeral, but the savior, and that is Xbox Game Showcase. That the Xbox Showcase was presented by Microsoft and Xbox, of course. Yeah, we might come across as dick riders on this one, but let's be honest. The Sony State of Play was not that bad. We didn't mind it. There was a few things here and there, but Summer Game Fest was such a stinker that you can literally just call that some fucking show that happened, and oh yeah, Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil, and I will say, I know we promised 3 videos. I'm still working on the third. By now, you already figured it out. It's a Resident Evil video, but that will be available sometime today or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm editing so much. There's so much news. There's so much going on. So it's a lot to take in. But bear with us as our studio is still, we're doing our best here. We did put out one of the longest videos we've ever made with the hour and 20 minutes. Let's hope that this video doesn't go over that. But if it is, then it is technically our podcast style, and the editing will be a little bit to reflect that, to make it a little easier to pump out this and that Resident Evil video where I break down a lot of the trailer and also my theories and also like the things you may have missed. But without further ado, let's jump into the Xbox Showcase. We start things off with a brand new RPG, or should I say a return to the Outer Worlds 2. Yes, that's right, Oblivion Studios is making a second game, and guess what? It's out this October. It's kicking things off for the beginning of this show for Xbox. It is, of course, going to be on the Xbox Series XS Cloud Gaming and the new initiative for the Xbox Play Anywhere. Every single title you're about to hear is part of the Xbox Series X, S, and the Cloud Xbox Gaming and the Xbox Anywhere. Now, I will point out that there's almost every single one of these games also came with a logo for the PlayStation 5. It's great to see that the Xbox is not doing what the PlayStation is and acting like these games are exclusive when in fact they are available for all consoles. They also even went out of their way to show off Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 for some. For the sake of this video, a lot of people were saying they don't want me to say the consoles over and over again, like I did with the showcase for Summer Games Fest. So I'm going to spare you the details of what it's for. If you're interested, look up the games yourself. I might repeat myself because it is a hard habit to break, but I will be announcing the release dates if there is any. If it's just 2026 or no release date, I'm just going to not say a thing from here on out, okay?
Yeah.
But for the Outer Worlds 2, it is out October 29th. And, of course, like all of these games, by the way, they are all... most of these games will be Day 1 Game Pass right away. Available Day 1 on Game Pass. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's further ado. Outer Worlds 2, James. I played Outer Worlds 1. I did not enjoy it nearly as much as I enjoy Fallout New Vegas. They act like this was going to be like New Vegas. They even made sure that the trailers were like almost like it was going to be, yeah, it's a Fallout New Vegas, but with a ton of humor. And
they tried very hard.
The very first, it is the biggest bait and switch I've felt from an RPG studio like Oblivion in a very long time. Yeah, sure, it kind of had that Fallout New Vegas vibe to it, but it felt kind of empty and soulless and like flat. There's a lot of rubber feels to it, and I see that the textures didn't get any better. They still feel very rubbery or flat and hollow. And then add to this the fact that the humor that I was talking about is almost non-existent in the actual game. The actual game, if you get down to the nitty-gritty and pay attention and talk to people, especially on that very first planet where they force you to kind of do all that, for your first planet that you explore, hey, it's fucking sad, miserable, and just really depressing, man.
It is.
Outer Worlds was a depressing game, and I just got bummed out and kind of It wasn't what I was hoping for. Will I play Outer Worlds 2? I don't think so, given that it is coming out in October. I've got myself Silent Hill 2 coming. I've got myself Silent Hill F coming. I've got DLC for a game that's coming, that's going to be announced here, and I won't, no spoilers. Yeah, I got games. I got stuff to keep me busy. I got August. I got September. I've got October and games that will probably bleed out into November. Yeah, we're all Gucci here, boys.
We have a lot of stuff.
So, no offense. An RPG like The Outer Worlds 2 is not something that I'm interested in, but I will commemorate Oblivion on the fact that this isn't the only game that they worked on this year. The other game that they worked on was Avowed this year, which came out at the beginning of this year, and now at the end of this year is Outer Worlds 2, and don't go anywhere, because there is, in fact, a third game that they've been working on that is coming out in summer. I know, right, James? I'm sorry to cut you off, James, but, man, they're working around the clock, so kudos to Oblivion and their studio. If you like the Outer Worlds 1 and you don't see what I'm seeing, and you think I'm a crazy person, don't worry, I'm used to it. But Outer Worlds will be out with the sequel on October 29th. You know the drill, what it's for.
Yeah, you do.
The following game afterwards was a bit of a surprise here. Squanch Games is back, and they revealed High on Life 2. No official release date outside of a potential winter slot. That could mean that it is aiming for December like it did a couple years back when the first game came out. No Justin Roiland as the voice of the first, regular handgun. We saw some familiar faces like the shotgun, like the needler chick, and the knife, of course. It looks like they're also going to... But they're going to have several new weapons, including this... sort of rifle-looking gun.
You can dual-wield stuff.
I didn't get to look at it too much. A dual-wielding, yeah, that one I saw. And then, of course, a crossbow. I might have seen another one. I enjoyed High on Life. Did you play High on Life?
I never got to play it, but I heard, it's a lot of fun. It's very Rick and Morty-esque sort of stuff. Wacky, goofy stuff happening with fish.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it looked really good.
Yeah. I played it. I will say this: High on Life made me laugh quite a bit. The main game, however, and here's my gripe: the DLC.
Yeah.
The DLC High on Knife for High on Life was not very good. It was actually kind of bland, kind of semi-boring. Didn't have nearly as much humor as the main game. Hopefully that doesn't change. Hopefully the sequel's better. Will it meet its winter release? I don't think so. I'm going to be honest. I don't believe it will. If it's not set in stone already, it might not be there. Hey, this one's a surprise, though. We'll go on to the next game here. The next game that was announced was Renaissance, a Plague Legacy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness. So me and James are big fans of the Plague Tale series. We played Plague Tale Innocence and Plague Tale Requiem. Very, very good game. I think we gave it Game of the Year. It's about the plague that kind of comes to France in more of a medieval setting of sorts. Lots of rats and stuff like that. This one seems to be flipping the script entirely and is changing things up and going for a Greek mythology kind of vibe
sort of
now.
Stuff.
But no rats.
No rats.
No rats. But it still looks good. I like the studio that makes this. I think it's really cool to be. I think it's really cool that they're kind of going out of their way to switch things up a bit and do something completely different, but still in the realm of
It's good that they're still doing stuff.
I know, because the way that A Plague Tale Requiem ends, it was kind of okay, that's it. I
never played it because of a glitch that they had, but I need to get
you should go play it. It's probably fixed. It's probably fixed by now for you. I enjoyed it a lot. Great story. If you have not played it, but the way it ends, it kind of was okay, that was a good conclusion. It was a very good conclusion for the two.
For that time frame.
now it's just like, okay, well now what? Well, apparently
There you go.
they're going to be doing different. They're going to do the Assassin's Creed thing here and go to different
Times.
places and points in history. I wonder if the plague will be a bit different. Is the whole premise of these games to be to have a different plague? You know, is
Maybe
this one going to be
locusts?
rats as well? Or are we going to do different? Exactly, maybe locusts? Who knows? But I think this is a moment to shine, to really start to stand out as its own franchise, where they start doing different things here and there. Maybe, you know, play around with these characters for like 2 entries and then off to the next thing. I think it's a good vibe.
Oh, yeah.
And we're excited to play it when it drops in sometime in 2026. No release date outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then Xbox came in and decided, do you want to get pecker slapped? We're trying to keep things interesting here. We came at you with an RPG. We came at you with the funny first-person shooter-dooter with humor, with High on Life 2. And then we decided we're going to have a sequel that no one ever expected to come with a Plague Tale Legacy, a Renaissance. Well, looks like Xbox is teamed up with ROG, R-O-G, the ROG, and they are making their own Xbox portable handheld system. It is called the Xbox Ally X.
Play anywhere.
That's right, that is the Xbox Ally X. They're teaming up with ROG, and they've got a ton of specs here. We're not going to read off the specs there, but it looks very Xbox inclined, and it's not exactly anything too special outside of the fact that it is pretty much just an on-the-go Xbox that is capable of tapping into your online, and in fact it is real. We were kind of debating on talking about the leaks here a couple of like months ago on news radio, but we just decided if it's real, it's not. There's so many times that Xbox has like decided maybe shoulda woulda coulda made a a handheld. This one's just now an official one. It doesn't seem too different out of the realm of possibility of the different things that was part of like the Razer brand when Razer and a couple other companies were putting out, handheld Steam Decks of sorts, where you could also log into your Xbox account on through the Xbox PC app or something, but via this Steam Deck of sorts. So now it's just officially Xbox, and it will also be integrated with the Xbox Home System, so you'll be able to
play your games on the go.
You'll be able to get your games on the go. Any games that you want on Game Pass, you can stream it. You can also download it to the core of the console and play any of your games if you have games digitally, or you have Game Pass through Game Pass Core or Game Pass Ultimate. So that's really cool. But that's not all. They also showed off the game that everybody's hyped for, and that's Hollow Knight Silk Song. Yeah. The rumored Hollow Knight Silk Song is apparently real. They showed gameplay on this handheld machine. No release date, but they did assure us that when the game launches, it will be a day one game on Game Pass. Isn't that great?
That's fantastic.
Hey, something a little interesting here. We're not done with RPGs. This seemed to be the very big RPG. This seemed to be the theme of Xbox's showcase. So if you're an RPG gamer and you're into RPGs,
buckle up.
And you've been missing out, buckle up. You're eating good. You got... Was that a little shit in your mouth? No, it's not. Because you got good food in your mouth. Xbox is feeding you good. A little bit of cum, a little bit of shit and piss, Anyways, we got a brand new IP. It's called The Blood of the Dawnwalker. The premise of this one is a medieval themed game, but you are a daywalker vampire who's been turned, and now it's up to him to defend or succumb to his needs and desires. You can also take out different vampires, and it is set in the
medieval times.
Medieval times. We're seeing a trend here in gaming, a lot of medieval game stuff. The main character, kinda, and I'm not too entirely sure, not officially confirming this here on BrainDeadStudios, but we suspect that the main character is Tom Hiddleston.
Sounds like him.
He looks like him, and he sounds like him. It's really odd. But we got a daywalker, and he is basically, it looks like a hack and slash meets an RPG. It looks decent enough.
Good.
It'll be out in 2026. No official release date as of yet. Hey, if you like torture, though, another game coming out in 2026, Super Meat Boy is back. This
Oh,
time he
man.
is no longer 2D.
No.
He is, in fact, 3D with Super Meat Boy
3D.
3D. That's right. The torture porn game is back. You can go around and try your best, get better at the first beginnings, and then things will escalate and gradually
Drive
get
yourself
more
mad
crazier, more
playing it.
insane, and more gruesome, and you'll go nuts trying to master it. But it's just one of those things where
Beat souls.
there is a select few that like this sort of stuff. I have never been into Super Meat Boy. But for those clamoring for a new Super Meat Boy and something a little newer outside of the usual Super Meat Boy 1 and 2,
There you go.
there you have it. It's Super Meat Boy
3D.
3D. It's the third game, I guess, and they're just going 3D with it. And it looks a lot better than what I remember
does.
for Super Meat Boy. And, of course, the deaths look a little pretty cool. They look
look
like
pretty
they're fleshed
gory.
out. Instead of just splattering into like a bunch of red mist or whatever he normally does, he's getting chopped in half
Chopped
and
into
just
bits,
demolished left and right. We covered this one a while back, but also so did Xbox. But it looks like Ninja Gaiden officially has a release date for their fourth up-and-coming Ninja Gaiden game. This is going to be the first time that Team Tecmo has teamed up with Platinum Games. Platinum Games is known for their hack-and-slash games as well, so it's two giants meeting together to make a great big game, and the release date is officially October 21st. You can reunite with Ryo Hayabusa then. Thoughts on Ninja Gaiden, James? I never really got into Ninja Gaiden. What about you?
Neither did I. I never got into it because Ninja Gaiden, as you know, is notoriously shit hard. So it is. So
Yeah.
I'd say if I did try it, I'd be frustrated and give up pretty easily.
I
Knowing me.
I played a little bit of Ninja Gaiden Black back in the day, and I would beat bosses for my cousins, and I was younger. Remember, they were always there. I was
Yeah.
always determined, so I did beat the Ninja Gaiden Black with my cousins. But I don't know. I never really took to Ninja Gaiden. I never really was into it. But it's got a huge fan following, and we're excited for you guys when Ninja Gaiden 4 comes to the Xbox Series XS and, Cloud Game. You know the usual. I
Yeah.
told you I was going to do it. It's coming out October 21st. Hey, guess what, boys and girls? I got a little bit of some spicy meatball. I screamed out yes into the nether. I've been waiting for this for a while now.
Yes, you did.
And it's finally here. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is finally getting its DLC. If you have the season pass, you can download it on September 5th. It's called Order of the Giants, and it is going to see Indy going to Rome and trying to figure out what's going on with the
Antioch.
giants that are being leveled within the Pantheon. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be Indiana Jones. I'm excited for it. I love Indiana Jones. I'm currently reading through all 17 Indiana Jones LucasArts books. I'm about 4 books deep. I'm about to start my 5th here in any moment. I got a couple more chapters in the 4th book. But I got a collection of 6 of these things. Still looking for them, but I love me some Indiana Jones. And so, in more Indiana Jones gameplay, I'm eating good in the neighborhood. This one was a real shocker for both me and James, and specifically, I was just, blown away because I was like, what the heck? I haven't seen them make anything outside of one thing. Well, here's a name for you. You all know. You all grew up with them. Game Freaks making a game. They've been making a game, and it was originally referred to as Project Bloom. It is now titled Beast of Reincarnation. You might know Game Freak from their usual games, and that is, of course, the original Pokemon games. They've been making Pokemon games since the day I was born. They made a few little things here and there. I know that they made a game called Tumbo the Badass Elephant that I got to play years ago. It is bizarre to see them making something that is not Pokemon for a change. I believe they still make Pokemon games every once in a while.
I think they do,
They trade off with a few other companies. With the Pokemon Company makes a few games, and then Game Freak makes a few games here and there. So they're still making Pokemon games. To my knowledge, Pokemon X and Y, or ZA Legends ZA, whatever the fuck it's called. That is still Game Freak making that game, to my knowledge. Yeah, but they're making their own Souls-like. Yay! Great, my favorite.
Was that so like?
Just it looked like a Souls-like. Yeah, it was pretty much a Souls-like. It says here it's a Souls-like as well. So that game is coming out in 2026. I will say I do like Game Freak and all. I'm not into Souls games, so I probably will not be playing this. But I will. I'm going to comment on this, right? And there's another offender in here who you won't believe I will complain about. But yeah, the gameplay for it looked a little off. Something was off. Like, it looked a little choppy in some areas. So hopefully they can iron out whatever's wrong and come to the table with a great little Souls game for all you freakazoids that love Souls games and not getting your nuts kicked in, you fucking weirdos. Anyways, that's what Game Freak's making. They are making a game called Beasts of Reincarnation, and it is set to come out some point in 2026. Now, Xbox is getting another RPG. I told you this was the season of the RPG. This time it is this game. It looks absolutely hilarious, and the premise looks pretty great. It's got a steampunk vibe to it.
I love it.
And there's also a lot of time travel-y bits
based in the
there.
UK.
You got grenades. I think maybe like a London, almost like a London clock.
London.
A London
dystopia
steampunky vibe. And then they're playing on with RPG elements mixed with time, so you can turn back time in certain areas with like this gauntlet of sorts. You can also get a ton of different grenades and stuff that allow you to freeze time, slow down time, shoot them up in the air, and then keep them slow down time. It's a lot of time-based stuff, and the game is called Clockwork Revolution. They have some great names for some of the characters, including Pissed Off Doll. So that was pretty funny.
And the knob.
It did not have an official release date or a official release year. It only just says in due time. So we'll see. I suspect it will be out a lot sooner than most would
maybe in Gamescom we might know.
You might see more of it at Gamescom, but the only reason I say that is that this trailer was pretty freaking long for Clockwork Revolution,
most of the gameplay was...
Yeah, and they didn't just oh, here's a story or a cinematic. They did a combination of cinematic meets story meets cutscene meets gameplay meets actual menus and stuff like that, where you could actually make your skill trees.
They showed a lot.
Yeah, customizing the grenades, customizing the weapons, interacting and talking to people with like drop down menus, even customizing your character. Yeah. They showed everything, so I wouldn't be too surprised if this game's a lot further on than we all expect. Or that was all smoke and mirrors. But if it was all smoke and mirrors, congratulations to you guys.
Got me convinced.
That was insane. You have a lot of people convinced. But another RPG to look forward to. And personally, if there aren't too many other RPGs that I'm into, I think I might actually play this. This is going to be one of those games where Clockwork
I might take a look into it too.
Yeah, it looks like something I'd be into. Hey, remember when I said that there's a ton of RPG games and that Oblivion Studios is working on... Obsidian Studios is working on so much? Well, give these guys even further round of applause. This summer, literally a month away, on July 29th, Grounded 2 will be out for the Xbox in its full glory. Available. How the hell... When the hell do these people have time for this? How are you making Avowed DLC, Outer Worlds 2, potentially Outer World DLC for that? Of course they're going to want to do that for Outer World 2. And now Grounded 2. Yeah. All in 1 year. That seems like a lot, guys. Man, holy moly.
Like, I appreciate the grind and stuff, but jeez.
I know, but, what the hell? Do you
have a break? Do you...
Your physical quarters, don't you want to save some stuff for later? They must be working around the clock, though, but kudos to them. Is it any good? We'll find out, I guess, when most of these projects drop later this year. Did not play Grounded.
Neither did I. I never played it.
I did not play Grounded. I wish I did. I could still get into it, but I'm like, I don't know. I think that train came and went. I got a lot of shit going on. Hey, I got to play this game to do a little demo test, and was surprised that a demo didn't release today. But I was reached out to by Blooper, so shout out to Blooper and Craig over at Blooper. Thank you so much for letting me have hands-on with this. I love it. and I think a lot of you are going to love it as well. When Chronos The New Dawn comes this fall in 2025. Bloopers, next big game after nailing the Silent Hill 2 remake.
It looks
This
good.
one seems to be doing their own thing in horror. This time they're doing stuff in space. It's got a lot of Dead Space vibe mixed with that great old System Shock, uneasy feeling that space can sometimes give you. And it looks great. The enemies are cool. The weapon that I got to fuck around with was absolutely amazing. I don't know what my NDA says or what I'm allowed to say about this game outside of that. It is coming out this fall. It looks interesting. Please give it a go. And I'm suspecting that come Gamescom, the demo that I had played a couple months back will be available for all to try. Hey, don't sue me. Don't Nod is working on a lot of things right now, apparently. But they're going to be releasing their own adventure space-themed game as well. Not on the same level of that of Blooper Team, alright? Wipe the nuts. It's going to be following a stranded astronaut, and it looks like your typical action platformer with story beats and stuff. You'll be playing as an African-American space-themed astronaut as she gets struggles to try and find her way back to her colony. She basically is lost in space, and it's up to her to figure and find her way out. Of course, this being Don't Nod, you expect to see some thematics about loss, family, and, woke nonsense, because it's Don't Nod. But yeah, it's Don't Nod. Me and Don't Nod have the best track record. Tell me why. They know. If you know the lore. All right? Should make a video about that in the future.
I'm
what do you think?
Surprised you haven't. Yeah, maybe you should. Yeah.
No, maybe not. I don't know. Then might get sued again. So there's this really bizarro game that looked a bit odd. I'm not entirely too sure what to make of it. It looks like house renovation, but instead it's completely different. It's got this uncanny valley look to it.
It's got power wash simulator sort of.
A little bit of Power Wash Simulator meets all the other sims that have been popping off, but with an actual story going on in the background. It's called There Are No Ghosts at the Grand. It looks like you're there to help clean up the town and refurbish a house, but secretly you're part of some sort of cult thing, and you're placing cultist symbols and doors here and there, and going into the thing and figuring out where your dad went or something like that. I don't know what to make of it. We'll see what happens. This might just be one of those achievement games, and that became a running theme for us as we move forward. You liked it? You gonna play it?
Probably. If it's got easy achievements, I'll probably play it.
All right, well, this one goes out to our friend Aiden. Shout out to Aiden because, buddy, it looks like there's a spiritual successor to Splinter Cell. It looks like it's going to be a mix-up between Splinter Cell meets The Last of Us in this Korean-created stealth action game. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
Bizarre as hell title, though, but they have you climbing on pipes. They had you ducking around corners. They had everything that you remember from Splinter Cell, but then also add into the combat and shooting mechanics and the fighting, especially the fighting up close to each other. Very, very, very Last of Us vibes from this one. So it's like a mix-up between Splinter Cell and The Last of Us. It is called Moondang 2 Hearts. Again, that is Moondang 2 Hearts. No official release date, as there was no one. There was only by the way, for There Are No Ghosts at the Grand, that was a 2026 release date. But as for Moondang 2 Hearts, it was revealed, but not a single peep as to what it's going to be for or where it's on. But I'm assuming at the Xbox showcase, it's going to be at the Xbox. Hey, apparently there was a Planet of Lana, because there was now a Planet of Lana 2. It looks like a artsy-fartsy side-scroller game with story beats. I did not play the first one. Maybe I did and I didn't know it, but this looks like your typical achievement hunt game. You play it, you beat it, you're done.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah, moving on. Don't have much to say about this anime RPG, or it's called Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive. I ain't got much to say. What do you think? It's supposed to be out the end of this year.
The title's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah. We're gonna move on and pretend we didn't even talk about it because who fucking cares?
I didn't really know.
Hey, Speaking of not knowing stuff, did you know that the Pokemon Company didn't know that not only is Power World out there trying to take a slice of that pie with the cutesy animals, but now we have another competitor, and this time it's a little different, but you actually get to capture, battle, and play as the creatures that you capture. You can play as them and dive, dip, dodge, duck, and dive. You can fly around, climb around, crawl around, run around, swim around as these cutesy-looking animals that have eerily similar vibes to that of Pokemon. The game is called Anemo. It's called Anemo, A-N-I-M-O. I might be pronouncing that and butchering it completely fucking wrong. But it launches in 2026. I'm for sure that this game will probably become one of those big hypey games that people play for at least a month and then they drop it, just like Power World. Yeah. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think and also somebody let Nintendo know? I know they need to get Sue happy over this one. Fucking idiots.
They probably will sue them, knowing them.
Hey, we've been covering a lot of this game on the channel as of late with all the news for the ups and downs, and mostly ups for when it comes to Tony Hawk.
Yes.
That's right, Anthony Hawk is back in the news. Tony himself is back. He's playing Pro Skater, and he is 56 and still looking at with Pro Skater 3 and 4 Remastered HD as it launches later this year in July. They showed off all the different characters, including Bam Margera being in the game, which is great to see him. You could also see them playing in there. And you can also see a little familiar face with the added addition of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Of course, they only showed off Mikey, but I suspect that all of the other brothers will be available as well to play. Though, I'm not too entirely heartbroken if it's just Mikey, because, well, let's face it, Mikey's the skater.
He is.
But that's not all, folks.
Nope.
If you're listening right now, check it out. You can go right now on the Xbox Store and download the Foundry demo. That's right. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 HD Remastered is available to play right now with the Foundry demo. If you play and you can collect all SKATEs, you can unlock a brand new board and a custom skin in the game before it launches, when it launches on Xbox in July. That's right. So download the Foundry demo today if you're excited to play this game, or you just want to check it out when it drops on Game Pass day in, day one. You can do so now by downloading the Foundry demo today. Hey, was that a great ad read? Did you like how the transition was just so fucking smooth? Should somebody pay me? Is that what you're saying? No. Hey guys, let's get back to this video. I ain't got nothing to say about this next game. It's a bit artsy-fartsy. It's by the people that make Spiritfarer. It is called At Fate's End. At this point, I think I went to go piss. So I don't remember this game. James, take it away. Take it away. We'll talk about this game. Act like you don't know what you're talking about. Just jump in.
It's just about this woman who's these two women, trying to save their fates. It's a lot of timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff happening.
James, are you calling this game dog shit?
It's pretty dog shit. To be honest with you,
you're calling it dog shit? Stuff. Oh my god, I worked hard on this game. What are you talking about? I'm joking. Hey, we no hate to At Fate's End, but we don't care. I'm sorry. We don't know what I went piss. I didn't remember. And then I came back and Gears of War was on. Because guess what? Gears of War's back with the original Gears of War
Reloaded.
1. This time it is the Gears of War Ultimate Edition from 2015 again, but this time it is reloaded for 4K and cross-platform and a few other behind-the-scene Tinker Winker who gives a shits. It's great. I love Gears of War. I will have to see if I have to do those achievements all over again, though, that are all multiplayer-based. If there are no multiplayer achievements, then fuck yeah, I'll play Gears of War again. Why not? I got my fucking COG buddy right here, right, James?
Yeah, and if the seriously isn't there, I can play it as well.
Yeah. Anyways, that's Gears of War Reloaded. That's coming out August 26th for the Xbox Series X and S, and unfortunately the PS5. I do not agree with that.
I don't agree with that as well.
Hey, you body pillow fans! I know you do be coming. I know you guys be making up your own little personas in your head
hope
and then
it's
jerking
washed.
your little weens and you're fucking just yanking your fucking shit.
Pulling your
But here you
wire.
are. You can yank it some more because they're remaking Persona 4. That's right. Fuck you if you want Persona 1 and 2. You're getting 3 and 4. 3 is already out. Now you can have 4. So now 3, 4, and 5 are all on the Xbox. It's only a matter of time before 1 and 2 make their way to the Xbox. But yeah, you can run around and relive this fucking game. I don't care. It's called Persona 4 Revival or P4R.
Revival, P4R.
Sounds like
Revival,
a fucking like
whatever.
it sounds like a goddamn medicine I need to take for my anus or something.
Make a 6th one already. Fucking.
Yeah. Anyways, make a 6-1 already or get the fuck off the pot. Like, dude, nobody cares. None of these fucking Persona games. You weebs. Yo, you disgust me. No release date, too, so feel sorry about that. Fucking idiots. Hey, guys, something that actually matters now. And that's not to say that this was very... I will say this showcase... this whole year, in terms of showcases for both of these companies, haven't been all the greatest. But out of all the lesser evils here, I think the Xbox One blew everybody's away because it actually had a variety and didn't do what Summer Showcase did, which was indie dog shit and a bunch of
Souls games.
Souls likes, and then we had Resident Evil at the end. And I'm blanking on state of plays, to be honest.
I see them here. I barely remember seeing it.
Outside of that fighting game, well, guess what? Xbox has their own fighting game here. It's another tag fighter.
Yeah.
It is Invincible Versus.
We got hyped.
Not the best title. But we did get hyped when we saw that I knew immediately when I saw that yellow and blue suit blur. I was like, oh my god, it's an Invincible game. But then we were both paying attention and we're like, this can go one of two ways. This is either going to be like an action beat 'em up game, right, with tons of like, floaty shit similar to that of Dragon Ball Z, or this can be a fighting game. And the minute it said fight, we both collectively lost our fucking shit. We were so excited for this. Oh my goodness.
And we got to see gameplay too.
Yeah, and the Amazon voice cast will be a part of this, but I got a little tidbit because I went to searching James before this video started. Guess who's making this game?
Who?
The former team. They're now called, they got a different name now, right? They're Token something or like Quarter Games or
Quarter
something.
Games, yeah.
Quarter up. But but guess who they're made out of?
Who are they made out of?
Double Helix, the original creators of the Killer Instinct.
Shit.
So the Killer Instinct devs are before Iron Galaxy took over, the original Killer Instinct team of 2013 all banded together to make a Invincible fighting game for Amazon. This will be one of Amazon's first games that are coming out. I know Amazon's trying their hardest to get a new Tomb Raider game out there, but considering the game show's over, nobody's up next outside of Nintendo. It doesn't look like there's any.
Double Helix also made Soldier of Fortune series as well.
Mm-hmm. I forgot about that. You're right. Hey, speaking of forgotten relics, though, I will say, I did say earlier that I did see some choppy footage during the Invincible versus gameplay. There was a bit where Mark is like ground pounding somebody down, and it looks like it stifles and stiffens, and then goes back and loops, and it looked fucked. It looked like somebody fucked up big time, and I'm like, wow, how did nobody see that when they were splicing together this? I don't get it. I don't understand. So hopefully it's fixed by then. It did look a tad bit floaty. That's why we're not as excited, super hyped. I do think that Token, Tolkon, Marvel's Spirits, whatever the fuck, dumb fucking, stupid fucking name that game has. I think that is a better looking game.
It does.
Me personally. I think that game's going to blow this one out of the water. But still, we love fighting games and we love to see new fighting games.
Absolutely.
But anyway, speaking of other relics, let's get back on track here. Let's go back with my little thing. Final Fantasy VII, the remake, reintegrated, is finally coming to the Xbox Series X and S after being held hostage by Sony as a timed exclusive. It looks like Square Enix was finally able to break the curse and get that fucking game out there so other people can play it. I know they were able to get it on the PC, but now they got their baby back, and they're able to finally put Final Fantasy VII on to other consoles. I have Final Fantasy VII Remake because I thought it was never going to actually come out, so I eventually caved and got it for the PS4. Never played it though. I mean, I tried like a bit of it, and I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was actually kind of vibing with it. I thought it was actually kind of good. I enjoyed the little 20 minutes that I did play of it. So maybe I will maybe pick it up. It is coming out in the fall. Sometime in the fall of 2026, but that's not all for Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy 16 was also ripped away from PlayStation 5 as an exclusive, and Square Enix has shadow dropped it today. That's right, viewer.
Good stuff.
Just like the demo for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 Remake HD, you can download and play Final Fantasy 16 today. This one, though, you're going to have to pay for at full price because it's Square Enix. And the only reason that these games actually made it to Xbox, by the way, is not because, they want to play nice or Sony decided to play nice or nothing like that.
They're looking
Square
money.
Enix practically begged them for their money back to break the exclusive, because Square Enix, I'll give you a little hint, boys and girls, Square Enix is in a bad fucking situation right now. Be prepared for Square Enix in the next 10 years. If they can't turn around and do what Capcom did and get their fucking shit together, Square Enix might be a dinosaur by the time this video turns 10 years old. That is how serious it is for Square Enix. Square Enix needs to get their shit together, because they are hemorrhaging money and they are dying out quick. I think their biggest problem right now is that their mentality has always been for us, by us, and they're gonna fight to the bitter end until they are left with just Final Fantasy. But they got to stop doing JRPGs. They cost them too much. They need to start actually having faith in their American developers that they fucking tanked and gave away anyways. So you ain't got them anymore. But this is their own doing. I hope they can turn it around. But if they don't, I won't be too surprised. But Final Fantasy will be sold off to the highest bidder, and we'll probably go to a Japanese company, because these twits are so fucking back-assed that they will not accept help from anyone outside of Japan, because their for us by us mentality is just dying on the sword. Anyways, sorry to be grim by it like that, but Square Enix, cut the shit, grow the fuck up, get your shit together, because you're gonna be gone before you know it. Double Fine is back, and not with Psychonauts or any of their other game-friendly games. They're actually back with this cutesy, kind of creepy-looking game with the game Keeper, where you play as a live lighthouse. James, what did you think of this one?
Yeah, it was sort of weird, because I can understand and see the Psychonaut sort of style to it. It's got that sort of
with the art style.
But I also seen a wee bit of hint of Little Nightmares in it, in the way of the movement of the lighthouse. It's cutesy. It's good. I might play it. It's not a bad game.
I think it's gonna be one of those games that I play for achievements.
Yeah. I think so as well.
I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of those games that I saw through the showcase where I'm like, I don't hate these games, but I'm gonna be honest. Some of these games I'll just pick up, get all the achievements deleted, and be like, that was fun. That was a cute little jaunt. But it looks like one of those games where it's gonna be cutesy, artsy, fartsy, and it'll probably win awards in the future. But that game, sorry for not telling you, but most of these games that we talked about did not have official release dates, or besides Final Fantasy VII
The Keeper
getting the fall, and then Final Fantasy 16 is out right now. But the Keeper again is the next game. No release date. Remember, it is Double Fine, so whatever they say, if they say the game's out 2026, add 2 years to that. It takes them forever. They are very, very picky developers. They take their sweet ass time, but they always deliver. So kudos to Double Fine, and kudos to their team. And the Keeper looks cute.
It does.
It's like a cutesy, artsy, fartsy game, and I'll probably be playing this one. And then that was the end of the game showcase. Phil Spencer came on. He's on his Ozempic kick right now, so he's losing a lot of weight. Good on.
Looks well.
Good on Phil Spencer. He looks sickly. You say he looks well?
I know, man.
He looks like he's on Ozempic, dude. His face is sunken in. Sorry, Phil, if you're listening to this, I love you, man. Where the hell was Banjo-Kazooie? I've been making that joke all fucking day.
That's right, though.
And then I thought, here it was. I saw a little butterfly. He said one last final announcement. I'm like, oh, he read my emails. I saw a little butterfly. I'm like, oh my god, this must be Banjo. Then a robot showed up in front of me, and I'm like, I don't remember robots in Banjo-Kazooie.
I thought it was
What the
something
fuck
else,
is this,
to be
right?
honest with you.
Then some guy was walking to some chick, and then they're, oh, we're a robot tech company. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Then there's like all the spinny, loopy-doopy shit, and I was like, oh, wow. Wiener butt pizza, I guess, right? Like, I didn't know what the fuck to make of it. I was like, okay, I don't really fucking care.
I don't know where they were going with this, but...
Didn't know where they were going with it. And then it just kind of happened, and I was like... Then I saw the tanks and the walking, crawling tanks, and I thought, do you think maybe... And I asked James, do you think maybe this is Call of Duty? And sure enough,
yep.
It's Call of Duty, and because they're so
Mason.
fucking... Yeah, the minute he said Mason, I just like, oh, wait a minute. Wasn't one of them called Mason? My limited Call of Duty memory, you know? And then all collectively, I could hear, you know, all the unemployed, mentally challenged people just collectively crunch down on the Doritos bag. Mountain Dew just through their fucking... Call of Duty! Call of Duty 7. Call of Duty Black Boy 7. Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
It was kind of
Drug your Mountain Dew.
Hadn't been announced up until that point.
You know, that's exactly... Remember I said that halfway through the point? I'm like, you know, at some point they're going to have to reveal the Call of Duty. I want them, from now on, do not, and I repeat, if you are hearing this, Philly... I'm sorry about the Phil Spencer, my good man. I'm sorry about the Ozempic comment. I'm so sorry. You're looking great. Did you lose a couple pounds?
Remember last year they opened with Black Ops 6?
Hey, you looking swole, Philly, right? You looking swole, man. Booty, whatever, Matt Booty, yeah, whatever, dude. I'm talking to Phil, dude. You can bring in that black chick, though. I forget her name. Sarah something?
Going off on a tangent
she
here.
can come in on this conversation. But you, Matt, get the fuck out of here, Matt Booty. I don't even want to see your booty. Philly, my guy. And then I take him under my wing. And I put my arm around him. I go, hey, buddy. I'm not reeling nothing in, buddy. I gotta make this entertaining somehow. It's fucking Call of Duty, okay? It's boring as fuck. Oh, another one. Oh, really? What are you doing? Oh, you shoot bad guys. Where do you shoot them? In the future this time.
Far into the future.
That's really brave
I don't know
of you.
how far they can go with this shit. Like.
So, anyways, I wrap Philly in my arm, right? He's like, "Do I know you?" And I'll be like, "You're gonna listen, Phil. Can I level with you? Don't ever fucking end a showcase with Call of Duty ever again. Okay? Capiche?" And I capiche him so hard that my fucking fingers click together so perfectly, his eyes light up like it's an Ozempic flare-up, okay?
Ozempic.
Phil Spencer, if you're listening, Banjo-Kazooie 3, or Banjo 3, whatever the fuck. Okay?
Banjo.
Or, you know, where the hell was Fable? Where the hell was a new Forza game?
Exactly, I was going to
Where
say,
the hell
they never had Forza.
Where was Perfect Dark? Why are you showing me all these things and then never ever showing me again like I'm some sort of retarded toddler? You just get the fucking punch in the fucking face. You end the conference with Call of Duty? I might tell State of Play on you. You're lucky I'm an Xbox
I expected
fanboy,
that shit with State of Play, but
fuck?
Xbox.
Hey, how the hell did we drag this out for an hour? I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. Yeah, anyways, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, they're not even trying anymore. It's just the same fucking game. I actually had to do a double take and check what was the latest Call of Duty that dropped, because I just don't fucking care. And
they dropped it last
kudos,
year.
sure enough, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was the first game. I'm like, are you really that, like, out of ideas, you guys? Really?
They began with it, like, with the Xbox showcase last year with 6.
Why didn't they do something else though? Like why Black Ops? I don't understand. I thought they were. Where's Ghost 2?
Exactly, Ghost 2.
Where's anything other than that? I will not play a Call of Duty game until
it's
like
Wild
on
West.
my account until it's Wild West. Thank you, James. Anyways, enough bitching from us. That's the Xbox showcase. It was pretty decent enough. Good variety. I will say, gaming's dead. Gaming's dying. Let's be honest. A lot of gaming needs to take a hiatus and start putting some actual effort. Because my goodness, the games that were announced across everyone's showcase were kind of pitiful. I think Xbox was just doing its best over here. I mean, let's face it, they did win. It's not because they have better games or anything like that. They announced the whole fucking handheld console, a Call of Duty game, a bunch of RPG games, a ton of DLC content for things. We also didn't talk about the fact that they have, fresh content for, Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online and a few other things here and there.
They just cater to gamers better.
I paused to sneeze.
Than other people.
Yeah. But let's face it, I mean, I struggle now even to think about what the hell was that state of play. I know that Summer Game Fest was absolutely atrocious outside of Resident Evil 9. Yeah, I mean, gaming is in a weird state. I think the problem is that a ton of companies would have probably been out now. And I think everybody was under the guise that Grand Theft Auto 6 was going to be out this year. And because they didn't invest and they didn't do everything, they decided to wait till 2026. And surprise, surprise, 2026 ended up actually being the the release date of Grand Theft Auto 6. So I think a lot of people are going to then further push their fucking games back to 2027, which is hilarious because that'll be the end of the generation technically for the most pitiful garbage fucking generation that I've ever had
it's been a week.
That we've ever lived through, James. Xbox Series XS and PlayStation 5. This isn't from an Xbox fanboy or anything like that. This generation, though it's had some great games here and there, right? Not saying there weren't great games, but there weren't enough and not enough groundbreaking games.
There's not been really many standalone to pinpoint, that was that generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My audio went a bit fucky there for a second. I apologize for that, viewers at home. Yeah, we're trying to just get to the hour mark. Now, we're going to end it here in a sec. Sorry about this podcast kind of style. I'm going to leave it as a podcast. But, yeah, to be honest with you guys, we're 2 years, 2027, 2028, you're going to know about new Xbox consoles, new PlayStation consoles. And let's be honest, the PlayStation 6 or whatever the fuck they end up calling the Xbox new console, the Xbox Series X and Series S and the PlayStation 5 generation has been the absolute fucking worst console generation I've ever lived through. Ever. It's horrible how bad this generation has been. The more that things become digital, you're going to see that PlayStation's going to ass rape everybody. They're going to be like, oh, pay us more for the same shit over again. Here's The Last of Us again. And the only thing that's
you don't technically own your games.
The only thing keeping Xbox going here at this point is, and I think it's the smartest thing they're doing personally, and why I think it's just
Game Pass.
Not just Game Pass, but the fact that your digital library lives on into the next generation of consoles. And no offense, but that is so strong of a need. Especially when the more expensive shit gets, you're gonna want to play some of your games or older titles or jump back, or heaven forbid, you want to go back to some older titles. You're not going to dig up your old Xbox. You're going to use your newest shit, So, anyways, that we could complain about that. That's a video for a whole nother day. But yeah, gaming's dead. It's kind of fucked. We're creatively bankrupt now, and Obsidian Studios is the only one working hard, I guess. Yeah, but
yeah.
Hate to be grim, though I do believe the Xbox Showcase was probably the best of the three. State of Play was in a tight second place there. You could, on any given day, if you let me check what State of Play had, I'd probably say State of Play's better, right? And then flip-flop depends on two. I think the two basically are both in the same spot. You can take one or the other and leave it. It really is whatever. Yeah. But we can all fucking agree that Summer Game Show is so fucking filthy. It's literally just Resident Evil sitting on top of a pile of shit. That's basically what Summer Showcase fucking faggot, whatever fuck dumbass.
Shit
what a fucking dumb thing. Fuck you, Jeff. Kill yourself. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for listening to me blow up on Mountain Dew and Doritos Call of the Doodle Doo. If you like what you heard, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for sticking around with us. James, thank you so much for tagging along as per usual on these I know it's not fun to spend a whole hour bitching and complaining about shit, but here we are.
That's a good way to vent.
I guess my other question for you, James, and let's fucking drag this sucker out. What are you looking forward to that you saw here today?
I'm definitely looking forward to that Clockwork game and the house renovation.
You're really looking forward to the house renovation game, okay? And you know what? Cool. That's more than me, man. I'm here for the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle DLC, Order of the Giants. That's it. I mean, most of these games take it or leave it. I mean, if the achievements are easy, cool. I'll dip my toe and I'll get in and I'll get out. But I didn't really care. Wow, is that what gaming is for us now? We're just fucking old people. Back in my day, we fucking played in Call of Duty.
We are old people, dude.
Oh, fuck, dude. Gaming's dying. This sucks, man. It hurts. Because even the stuff I'm supposed to be excited for, like Invincible Versus, I was excited for, and then I saw that gameplay, I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with it? You know? Yeah.
Not kind of choppy there, brother. You may want to fix that.
That's the mentality now, though. It's like, oh, we'll fix it later. It's like, what the fuck? You know what's scary is that it's probably all these people that now work in the gaming industry are the people that like passed the classes in school that were during 2020. They were cheating like mad over online school and shit.
Oh yeah,
it's just gonna decimate people. I can't wait. It's gonna happen. It's gonna affect the.
It is gonna happen.
I've seen it already affect the medical industry. Like these new doctors and nurses and shit. They're fucking terrible, dude. They're horrible. They don't even know how to fucking. Some of them don't even know how to draw blood properly. It's fucked. But we went from gaming to talk about this. We need a podcast. Do you want to just make these podcasts from now on? You want just bitching sessions? Radio news bitch.
I mean, we're kind of already doing it, so may as well.
I know. Man, oh man. I'm not editing this out, by the way. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. The facade's not dropped, by the way, people. We're genuinely just like, we don't even know what to think of gaming anymore. It's kind of poop.
Yeah, it's been kind of bland.
I mean, I got some games here. What are you playing in July?
I've got a few things. Whenever I get Doom sorted, I'll tackle Oblivion. I have a lot of stuff in my backlog, man. Heaps of stuff.
You got shit to keep you busy. You gonna be playing that RoboCop?
It's like
unfinished business.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing that. That's definitely a given.
I think we need a good first-person shooter because I haven't really. Doom. I ran through Doom so quick. I didn't really pay attention.
You did.
Anyways, let's end this shit. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was crazy. We just completely fucking zoned out. Hey, do you like what you heard? I don't know. I don't think you fucking did. Piss off. Have fun. Have a great day. Love you. Like, subscribe. You know the deal. We're done. I didn't mean to really say piss off, but we're pissing off. See you later, and peace.
Peace.